I made it to Sanford at around 3 p.m. with minimal traffic. I'm here to see the Amtrak auto train and meet my grandparents who are at the station, taking the train to Lorton. As I'm approaching on Persimmon Road, I see some superliners being moved across the crossing, probably for the upcoming PO52 or possibly from PO53 that had arrived a few hours earlier. While in the station, I did manage to see a few SunRail trains, some of them that I actually recorded. Yeah, I just passed.
That's a short one.
After hearing the announcement for the northbound train boarding, I made my way to Orange City, where I see it in action. It was cool seeing all the stuff laying around here, including the one SunRail cab car for some reason. Who knows why. I plan to return here soon to see PO53 arriving when my grandparents come back down to Florida, so that'll get its own separate video soon. After navigating what felt like a million roundabouts and dealing with I-4 traffic, as well as Orange City traffic, I finally made it to the Orange City defect detector, as well as the Blue Springs trailhead, with this really cool bridge across the tracks, and this ABS signal, which was really helpful for knowing if there was a train in the block. I went here to see PO52 and what other SunRail trains would pop up while I was here, which only ended up being 2. The first train I saw at Orange City was P328, a northbound SunRail going to the recently opened DeLand station.
328, clear the Orange City detector, northbound, idiot. CFRC Equipment Defect Detector. Milepost 755.4. No defects. No defects. Total axle 1, 2. End of transmission. 328, no defects.
Next up was the main event, Amtrak PO5220, the northbound auto train.
CFRC Equipment Defect Detector. Milepost 755.4. No defects. No defects. Total axle 168. End of transmission.
No defects, still 52. Good axle count. We got clear Blue Springs. 82 north. Open.
I then decided to make my way up to DeLand, where a northbound SunRail caught me off guard.
defect detector. Milepost 755.4.
Just as I was leaving. Off to DeLand.
CFRC equipment defect detector. Milepost 755.4. No defects. No defects. Total axle 1, 2. End of transmission.
I eventually made it to the new SunRail DeLand station, recently opened as of a few weeks ago. It's so crazy seeing such a nice station with barely anybody there, compared to how busy it was for the opening ceremony. I set up and wait for the next northbound SunRail, P332. Eventually, a few minutes later, the same train set would return south. Not as an actual scheduled train, though. Probably just going back south to end its run for the day. I had gotten back to the platform a little bit later than I anticipated, so I had to use my phone to record this instead of the camcorder. Here's P334 arriving with a different view from the crossing. About 20 minutes later, P337 would depart, the second to last southbound on the schedule. I quickly ran to my truck to grab the camcorder and made it just in time for P336. It's a good thing they go pretty slow approaching the station, so even if I was a little bit later, I'd still have plenty of time. Here's another unscheduled southbound departing DeLand, probably heading to Sanford or Poinciana to end its run for the day. In a little over a minute, he knocks down the signal at Beresford. I knew that once I heard the distant sound of a K5LA, that 92 would almost be here. Assuming that he was near Beresford, I only had about a minute or so before I'd hear him again, with the crossings going off. I recorded him on my phone and camcorder, but will only be using the phone clip here, and will upload the camcorder clip separately in the future. After releasing the brakes and blowing the horn, 92 would now start to depart towards Palatka, Jacksonville, and points north. It's kind of cool seeing an Amtrak train departing a station at night while being so close to it. As Pier 92 departed into the darkness going north, I made my way back west towards home in the darkness of Seminole, Volusia, and Lake counties. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of Amtrak and other SunRail action around Central Florida, including a very special auto train capture.